Kweebecs are a tree-like humanoid faction who you as a player are likely to come across and befriend early on in the game. These friendly, lovable creatures have quickly become the mascot of Hytale, and I cannot wait to break these guys down for you today. I did this video about 10 months ago, but the quality was completely terrible. My mic was absolutely awful and it took me forever to get into the video. I don't know why. I'm super sorry about that. And also, we have gotten a lot more information about the Kweebecs that I want to share with you guys today. This is the first of a multi-part series where I break down every notable mob that Hytale has to offer. Kweebecs are cute tree-like creatures who can be found in the forest areas of Zone 1, or as we know it as Emerald Grove. They have different personalities depending on their age, and I cannot wait to interact with these guys once Hytale releases. The life of a Kweebec resembles the growth stages of a human being. Kweebecs start off as seedlings where they fall off their birth tree. While being defenseless, they wait to be picked up and raised by the tree singers, who we'll be talking about later in this video. Quick note, Kweebecs have never meet their parents, which is actually pretty sad. The next stage of the Kweebec's life is the Kweebec child. This stage is arguably the cutest stage of the Kweebecs because, they're super small and they carry little rabbit pets that are absolutely adorable. They also have these clothes that kind of go halfway up their body, and it's just adorable. You can just see the little head popping out. Not much else is known about this stage besides the fact that they are adorable. The next stage of the Kweebec life is the adult Kweebec. Just like humans, these Kweebecs have certain occupations. We know two of them so far. One of them is Tree Singer, which is going to be the average Kweebec, or most likely going to be the average type or the most common type of Kweebec that we see in the game. These are the guys that you see in most screenshots with their leaf armor and wooden spears. There is also a really awesome video about a Tree Singer magic that Kweebec Corner made, so if you guys want to check it out, it'll be a card on the top, I don't know, left or right, one of the two, you'll see it. And then there also will be a link in the description. You guys check it out. It's a really good video. I really recommend that you guys watch it. The second occupation that I assume a adult Kweebec to have could be to become a Razor Leaf Ranger. If you guys don't know who they are an elite group of Kweebecs that are said to come out if you start killing or covering a Quebec village in some kerosene and lighting it up or something like that. They're basically the last line of defense for the Kweebecs. So don't go killing Kweebecs, all that. You probably don't want to fight them. They are said to be extremely challenging. The last stage of the Kweebec's life is the Autumnal Elder. This is the penultimate stage in the Kweebec's life as the Kweebec starts to become slow, old, and they have a really cool beard actually. It's really cool. The older a Kweebec gets, the slower it becomes, and in the Autumnal Elder stage, they become very slow, and once they reach the end of their life, they just stop moving, a sudden burst of energy happens, and they form a new tree. And then the whole cycle starts again. That tree create seedlings which drop from the tree singers pick them up, become Autumnal elders, and there you go. The cycle just repeats. It's really cool. Kweebecs usually have a very calm and welcoming personality. They're probably what many like to say, passive until provoked. In simple terms, they will be fine with you unless you do something to piss them off. So yeah, just don't do that. Please guys, do not bring an axe to a Kweebec village because they will defend themselves. Razor Leaf Rangers most likely won't come out just for something like an axe in a Kweebec village, but I'm saying their regular guardians, the guys, maybe like the Tree Singers, will probably chase you off with some sort of spear or some sort of army, just like in how that video they actually chase away a boar that was chasing another Kweebec. Kweebecs make their homes in hollowed out tree trunks that are found around their villages. Their houses consist so far of an entrance, a living space, and a bedroom. They also have some really cool wooden themed furniture that you can see inside their small houses. These include dressers, shelves, tables, chairs, windows, doors, and a really cute firefly lantern that provides light. Their houses seem to just be underneath the surface, guys, so please just don't go digging into Kweebec Village because you could possibly fall into a little house. Kweebecs are plants, and plants don't eat. Plants get nutrients from the sun and go through a process called photosynthesis. While this is not confirmed that the Kweebecs go through the entire photosynthesis process, we do know that they sunbathe to gather their nutrients. There is actually a screenshot, and you can see the Kweebecs, little stomach glowing while they're sunbathing. I find it super adorable that while this process happens, the little stomach glows. It's cute. I really like it. We also know that Kweebecs have a very deep connection with Gaia and the elements. Kweebecs live in Zone 1, and the main element in Zone 1 is Earth, so we can safely assume that they have a connection with the Earth element. But they also have stones that are engraved with the wind symbol. Wind symbol also means freedom, by the way. So I assume that they have some sort of connection with the wind element. We do know that Kweebecs have a good connection with Gaia, so much that they even make a statue of her created by their ancestor wood. This wood is very special to the Kweebecs, and obviously you have to be some sort of god, obvious for them to like make a statue out of you. Upon spawning in the game of Hytale, there's a theory that the first thing you will do as a player is help the Kweebecs in the Garden of Elements by helping them kill the corrupted golem, or save the Garden of Elements by the corrupted golem. This is not confirmed that it's the first thing we do in Hytale, but it could easily just be a random challenge or late game aspect to the lore. Personally, in my opinion, I really think that this actually could be like, you spawn in the game, boom, you help the Kweebecs, like the golem is attacking you. But it also could just be a random late game challenge that they just wanted to showcase off. Speaking of quests and challenges, I want to speculate on some of the challenges that we can maybe get with the Kweebecs. The first challenge could be a torque raid. You as a player can maybe gather a small group of Kweebecs, or maybe a Kweebec will come up to you and say like, help, my brother is trapped by a torque or he's slaved by a torque. You go with a little small army, raid the torque camp, and then boom, there you go, you get the Kweebec back. That's a really cool raid, I would like to do that. Another cool like Kweebec like quest or something will be maybe defending their village from a torque raid, or maybe from a different mob, maybe like a bear or something. And maybe there'll be like waves of torques, kind of like how the pillagers raid like villagers in Minecraft. I think they're called villagers, I don't even know, I don't play the new versions. This is also a possibility because, you know, torques, Kweebecs, they have their own kind of like relationship. It's not a good one. And I really think that the slavery thing could really come into effect in Hytale. Just say like torques enslave the Kweebecs, just like how the Saraks enslave the Farons, and they have the wind bracelets, which mean freedom. There's a lot of cool ties between Hytale and slavery thing. One quest that I despise, but a lot of people do it right and a lot of people do it wrong, are going to be retrieval quests. I personally hate retrieval quests. I find them pointless and super time consuming. No one wants to go from Zone 1 to the depths of Zone 4 to retrieve a Kweebec's lost hat, or just for some kind of reward. Though retrieval quests suck, I can see Hytale putting a cool twist on them. Maybe you can complete a torque raid, but then some Kweebec leaves like his spear or his little bunny rabbit somewhere, and maybe you have to go back and retrieve it. I don't know, maybe something like that could be better than, you know, going across the map to find a stupid hat, but who knows, it's a retrieval quest, not many people really like them, so I really hope they're not really in the game that much. If it's like something, I would like to keep it within the zones, just maybe a zone 1 quest, you don't have to travel through like across the map just to get something that's completely useless, for like 10 wood. So guys, that is pretty much everything that we know so far about Kweebecs. Kweebecs are extremely cute creatures who play a strong part in the lore of Hytale. They will most likely become your first ally, depending which zone you spawn in, and you can always probably count on these guys to have your back. That is all we know about Kweebecs, guys. If I did miss anything, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. There are quite a few like fan arts that I completely forgot to put in my March or my April rewind, so I'm going to put them in the end of this video, just, you know, to say thanks guys for creating such awesome fan art, and there'll still be a fan art showcase at the end, don't you guys worry, at the end of the month. So guys, that is all. If you're still watching this video, comment window, because I'm looking out my window right now. I record all my videos in the same room, so yeah, that's why. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.